Hey, it's Joseph here. I've got a few boxes over here. It is quite unusual stuff to see in my studio as I don't really own any of the Apple devices. I used to own a lot of them, but over the years I just kind of moved on and not really have purchased any in the recent days. However, B&H has sent me these devices for me to unbox and showcase and test, that sort of thing. I will have to return to them. Yeah, here I am. I'm going over the iPad Pro, which is a recent generation, and also the Apple Pencil, and then iPad Magic Keyboard. And this one is not to be confused with the regular Magic Keyboard, because you've got this regular Magic Keyboard that's meant for all the MacBooks. However, this one is meant for iPad, so iPad Magic Keyboard would be what I will be unboxing, not this one. Apparently we mixed that one up too, so I accidentally received this one, which I'll just throw back in. So I hope you guys learn from my mistakes, but here is the cover plus keyboard and the touchpad. And I also rely a lot on styluses across different type of devices, so I'm keen to test this out for note-taking, PDF annotation, maybe some sketches. We'll see how this specific pen could apply into my daily workflow and see. However, today's video is meant for more of an unboxing and just kind of initial testing and impression type of video, so let's get through them. Okay, let's go over the iPad first, since this is a main device. It does have protective film over it, so we'll just have to undo it like so. So here is, as usual, very nice looking box, iPad Pro written on its side with the Apple logo. And here on the back it states that it is 128 gigabytes, which is the least expensive version of this iPad Pro 11-inch 3rd generation, which is a Wi-Fi version. And this box includes the iPad Pro along with USB C charging cable and then USB C power adapter, and it is a space gray model. So let's go ahead and open this box. Nicely in there. Maybe I should have opened this way. So overall, in this protective film, very nicely presented. And here is a camera bump that encases different type of cameras. That includes the LiDAR sensor, and for that you can do different type of 3D scanning. So interesting applications that you can do with this LiDAR sensor. So that's definitely something, and that was one of the reasons why I chose this iPad to try out. So let's undo the peel. Brand new device. Let's put that aside and perhaps turn this around again. And then designed by Apple California. It's going to have a couple of different type of stickers. Maybe in the old days they included stickers, but I guess it does have some paperwork. And what's this? I'm actually not so sure. Okay, here is a sticker, big Apple stickers, which I don't really need, so I'm gonna put those things back in. And then here is the charger. Let's peel this. And this is a 20-watt charger, USB-C, which is going to pair up with this cable over here. And then you can just connect like so, and then you can connect to the bottom of the iPad. Since they have gone away from the lightning cable, which means that I can charge this iPad a lot easier than how I would have if it was with lightning cable. So I have other type of chargers and cables that supports nearly to 20 watt or even more, so I can easily charge my iPad regardless where I am. And in comparison, here is the Apple charger and the cable, which is still with a good size with the prong. And these cables are quite light and thin and slim, so it is kind of elegant in some ways, but it is still the rubbery coat and it does kind of wear over time. However, These days, the cables and chargers became so good that this is a same 20-watt charger, and as you can see, the prong just opens and closes. So you can carry this in a very small form factor, yet yeah, this is the same 20-watt charger. And this cable here is braided, therefore it lasts a lot longer, and then you can just kind of neatly tie it together. I kind of prefer more of this setup, and both of the charger and the cable is from Spigen, which is a type of charger and a cable that I have showcased on my channel multiple times. I do have another video that is coming up, so stay tuned for that. So if you're also interested in this type of charger, then please check out the link in the description. And with that, let's just kind of go over the overall shape and size of the iPad. And this is an 11-inch version, which is the size that I would like to carry. Perhaps smaller is better, just so that I can hold it in one hand. It is just ever so slightly too big where I can't really hold it in one hand. My pinky and the thumb is just clipping, and I'm kind of wary about holding it like so. So yeah, it is tad too big for me, but I'm sure some bigger people can actually hold this in one hand. In comparison, this is my Samsung tablet that I daily carry, which is 10 inches, which I can comfortably hold with one hand. Whereas the iPad, 11 inches, it is just tad too big for me to hold like this. I'm about to drop it, so I'm being careful with it. But it is quite light, so the weight shouldn't really be a problem. On the back, it is a space gray, so it's nice sleek gray color with the 3 contact points for, I think, the cover and the keyboard such. Apple logo. The model name is A2377. And as I have mentioned, the giant camera bump, which is the aspect that I would like to investigate further. And on the side here, there is a little hole. I am not sure what that is, perhaps microphone. And then a couple on the top, I think those are microphones as well, with speaker grills. And then the power button on the top, and then the volume rockers up and down. And here is a slot for SIM cards, and then at the bottom you see the USB-C and then the speaker grills. So speakers on top and bottom, which is ideal for all the tablet type of stuff. And then I can just barely see a couple of lens elements up here. There is a little different type of hole, one here, one there, and also maybe 4 different lens elements. One of them might be just an LED of some kind, and then the microphone up here. So the thin bezel really accommodates all the stuff kind of uniformly spread across, which is an aspect that I really like. I mean, it's Apple, they do design very, very well. Sometimes questionable things, but these little things, yeah, they do really, really well, and I miss using them too. And because they have thinned out the bezel, it is kind of difficult to hold in some ways, because then yeah, your thumb or any other finger is going to cover some portion of the screen. So testing out how much of a rejection those accidental touches that it is able to accommodate would be some area that I would like to test out. So let's see if I can turn it on. I don't know if it has any juice. If I hold down the power button, if it has any juice, it will turn on. Apple logo. Okay, it says hello in different languages. And I'm gonna have to set this one up, but it's gonna take some time. Therefore, let me get through that. Okay, so the overall setup was quite easy. I've gone ahead and set it up into a dark mode. I just kind of started fresh. I really like the snappiness. Anyways, I'm gonna have to get through other boxes, so let me just kind of stop here as far as the iPad goes. Okay, let's get through the Apple Pencil. So overall, white design, which I really like, the clean look. And it says Apple Pencil, or Apple logo and pencil. And here you can attach to the side of the iPad for iPad models with magnetic Apple Pencil connector. So I guess I was mistaken. This is not a SIM card slot, perhaps the charging port for the Apple Pencil, which is very nice. so you don't have to worry about charging it separately. And this is the second generation of Apple Pencil. And you can just pull it like so, designed by Apple, California. And a couple of paperwork as we have seen it elsewhere. It doesn't have a sticker, but it does describe a few things. Double tap to change modes, and then replace the tip by twisting it. Magnetically attached to iPad Pro to pair, charge, and store. And here is the pencil. I suppose you need to peel this. And then, oh, I'm actually surprised by the feel of it. It's not really smooth plastic. It does have a bit of a rubbery texture on it, although it is not really rubber. I really like the feel of it and the overall weight, and it handles very well. Perhaps tad on heavier side, which some of you might appreciate since some of the nice ink pens are weighted or metal bodies, therefore it is nice and solid feeling. Yeah, I really like it. The tip seems to be in a different type of material. Yeah, I haven't really looked up what it is exactly, but I do like the overall feel of it. And supposedly you go ahead and attach, right? Okay. Alright, welcome to Apple Pencil. Great. Try Scribble. Hello. Okay, so just kind of scratch to delete. Again, this is my very first time trying with an Apple Pencil. Forgive me if I'm doing something not necessarily correct. Cut. Insert. Nice. And join. Very nice. Continue. Explore double tap. Use Apple Pencil here. So can I not just pick one? Or do I have to double tap? Oh, so if you double tap on the pencil, if you double tap on your Apple Pencil, you can switch between the tool and then the eraser. Very nice. So instead of using the behind, okay. And then again, it charges, as you can see. So that's very nice. I really like the overall feeling of the Apple Pencil, although it is very expensive setup. This is if I were to actually buy all of these things together. And thank you B&H for sending me all of these toys to play with. So here is the iPad Magic Keyboard, not the regular Magic Keyboard. And on the back, it does show you different type of modes that you can do. And it seems like the iPad itself attaches magnetically and then angle it in separate ways, not necessarily resting on the cover itself. And this one supports 4th generation of iPad Air, iPad Pro 11-inch, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd generation. So let's go ahead and open this one up. And I believe this is a US layout, so for those of you who are overseas elsewhere, then you might want to look out for the specific region layout. So here is almost the same sort of packaging as the iPad itself. And in here is the, okay, so it does have this sort of solid hinge, if you will, and then it's got some paper stuff. What is this we got here? So same presentation, designed by Apple in California. So you attach and tilt, and you charge with a little port on the side, and it is USB-C, so you can charge it with the same charger or cable that you are using with the iPad. Convenient. And then this is the cover itself. I mean, do I call this a keyboard or is it a cover? What is it? Guess it doesn't open up all the way. It just opens up this much. So this is where it is a bit weird for me, since it doesn't allow me to open up all the way. It just opens up this much and angle it however you want, and that's it. You can't really flatten out your iPad. You have to use it like this. It's a bit weird to me, but yeah, I guess if you want to use it as a cover and more of like a laptop configuration, this is like a good way supposedly that you can do with. And I wanted to use this as a protection for the iPad as well. The buttons are really small, so I may have to adjust for quite a bit, but yeah, I just missed the return there. But yeah, it should be workable, and the trackpad seems to be kind of cute actually, and it feels very nice. It is a better trackpad than a lot of other type of devices that I have tried out. And then there is a USB-C port, nothing on the other side, and here are the 3 contacts, and it does have this sort of fabric finish inside, and then rubberized feel on the outside, along with the camera cutout. So I guess you can't really use it to open it all the way. It just opens up like so. So how do I attach this? The camera bump matches like that, and then it just connects and magnetically held like so. So I guess you have to use iPad like this, and whenever you're trying to look at it for briefly, then yeah, I'm not sure if this works for me. Can I ever... So is this how I'm meant to use when I'm trying to use iPad with the keyboard itself? That's a bit weird. But at least I'm able to just kind of angle this, lower it like so, and the magnet is very strong. So let's go ahead and charge this iPad cover up and see if it charges the iPad. So here, if I connect into the USB-C port, and apparently it charges the iPad too. Very nice. So I'm effectively charging all of this device or the setup together. The cover, and then the iPad, and the pen is charging from its side. So this is how it works. How do I... And there is a mouse. So I can just open up Safari. Okay, I have to click on it rather than tap. Interesting. So yeah, all of this is kind of new to me, so I'm gonna have to test all of this out and see how it fits my workflow. So yeah, I'm gonna have to spend some time with this device to figure out how I would like to apply all its capabilities into my workflow. A couple of apps that I do want to try out and see right off the bat are Matterport, Magic Plan, SketchUp, and some of the photogrammetry type of software. So those apps I'm looking to try out and see how it fits into the things that I do daily. So as I test those things out, I'm gonna try and do a bit of a coverage video regarding that. So stay tuned for those. And I am also curious in hearing what other type of application or type of task that you would like me to test on this iPad. So please feel free to leave those things down in the comment. I will have a look, and I think I would sum up this video here. So if you have liked this content, please like this video and consider subscribing to my channel to continue watching these type of videos or any other follow-up videos. And thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye.